Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. It's Victor for Japanese for Morons. I am the king of the Morons, and today we're doing a street kanji video. That means that is a video in which I basically find something on the street that's got some kanji on it, and I explain it to you. And this was taken this morning, and it's very useful because it actually happens to use kanji that we learned earlier this week. Do you remember this kanji here? Toori, right here in the middle there. Toori. So we're going to be talking about that particular kanji today, and I'm going to give you some examples and explain to you what this is here. Now, this is about 20 minutes away from where I live, but let's get to some vocabulary first. Okay, here we go. So, earlier this week, and I suppose I should show you exactly what I mean by earlier this week. Earlier this week, I made a video on Japanese for Morons, which you are watching now. By the way, while you're at it, give this video a thumbs up. It does encourage me to make more. I'm happy to see all those thumbs up. The most thumbs up I've gotten in the last 10 videos is 50, or 9 videos. 10 videos, yes. So as you know, I've been making videos since October 1st now. And this is my video for October 11th. I'm a little bit behind, as you can tell, because today is actually October 12th. Anyway, let's go back here. Yeah, this video here. Difference was this video here called more toori, very useful expressions, October 2nd, the October 2nd video. That video talks about the toori word, the word toori, and this is that kanji right there, toori. Now in this case, this is Tulri nuke kinshi, and there's a road back there, and I'm on a road. So this parking lot cuts through from one road to another. And it says there, Tulri nuke kinshi. So you might be able to guess what it means. But if not, let's come over here and look at the vocabulary here, and this will help you. Okay, so just to remind you, from the October 2nd video, we learned expressions like this one, itsumo doori, which is as always. Adding doori at the end of something means like the previous thing that we're talking about. For example, keikaku doori, like plan, as planned, as always, as whatever, right? As I thought, omotta doori, right? Anyway, the word toori I said in that video means road, but when you talk about just a regular road, we usually use the kanji or the word michi. So road in Japanese is usually just michi. Konomichi would be this road, michi, this road. Sonomichi, that road. The kanji that we're concentrating on today is toori, and the verb there is tooru, which is to pass through. Now, often you will see signs in Japan, road signs that say things like doori at the end. See like this? But it's technically pronounced doori, but you'll see it written with one O, just to make things easier. So if you look on a map, you'll see doori, but the pronunciation is actually doori, right? Okay, so examples of that here in Nagoya are Nishiki doori, Hisaya doori, and Soto doori. And I believe, do I have an example of that? I do believe I have an example of that for you somewhere. Where is it? Oh, yeah, there we go. So for example, over here, where would it be? Yeah, here we go, right in the middle there. It says Sotobori doori. There's an example there of a road that uses that. And if we pan out a little bit more, you'll see over here, just a minute, you see that right there? It says Hisaya doori. Whoops. Right there. It's actually, let me see if I can put it right next to there we go, right there. How do I do this? Yeah. There we go. Hisaya doori. That's a big road here in Nagoya. We also have Nishiki doori, which is where kind of all the fun happens at night. Kind of the red district. What is it called? Red light district. Yeah. Anyway, this sign that we're studying today. Let's go back to that. This says, right, Tulri nuke kinshi. Not kinshi. Now, see that? Let's blow that up there. Tulri nuke kinshi. Now, first, to understand this, you need to break this into two parts: the Tulri nuke part, and the last two kanji, which means kinshi, which is prohibited. So let's look at Tulri nuke first. Tulri nuke means to go through, or go through a passage. So pass through is Tulri nuke, and kinshi is prohibited. So it basically means don't pass through that area. Now, the word kinshi is very useful, and you'll often hear it on many different, you'll see many variations of kinshi. And I actually looked up Tulri nuke kinshi on Rakuten, And you can actually buy signs there. These are examples of signs that all have this these signs. So it's a popular sign to put on your property to tell people, hey, don't walk through my property to get to the other side. That's basically what they're saying. It says don't walk through. You have all these signs here that say don't go through it. And they're pretty easy to understand. For some reason, they also have no hunting or trespassing there. So I suppose it's similar to no trespassing sign, but slightly different because it's basically saying don't go through. I've seen signs in Japan. It's kind of weird. You'll have parking lots where people will put these signs, and they'll also put a warning that if you do go through into my property, we're going to fine you 10,000 yen or something like that. So, and I don't know if they're legally allowed to do that, but I've seen programs where they've caught people trying to charge you 10,000 yen for just passing through their property. Anyway, this is if you look up kinshi on Google Images, you get all these pictures, and you can pretty much see it just means prohibited, right? And when I was doing, here's a popular one, inu no fun kinshi, no poop, right? No photographs, well, it doesn't say kinshi there, but tachiiri kinshi, this is a very popular one over here on the right. Let me move it right next to my face. Right, where is it? Where'd it go? Oh, this one right here. Yeah, that one right there. Tachiiri kinshi, which means no entry, no entry. But there's another word for no entry, and I found it over here. It's tsuu kinshi, which means no entry. Tachiiri kinshi means don't go inside. Tsuu kinshi, I believe, no entry, but it means don't go in. Well, look at the first kanji. It means through, and the second one means go, so don't go through, literally. So it's very similar to this one, toori nuke. But toori nuke has the oh yeah, so toori nuke has the nuance of take a shortcut. Toori nukeru to take a shortcut. So if you add ru to the end of this, it's toori nukeru. Hold on a second. I'll do that for you. If we just add a ru to the end here, whoops, like so, this becomes a verb, toori nukeru. And I believe it means take a shortcut through something. And you know what? I haven't looked it up, so let's look it up on the ALC site, see what they say. I'm fairly confident I'm going to be right here, but just a minute. And according to this, it says swing through, weave through, come through, pass through, slide through. It doesn't say shortcut, but yeah, thread one through. Okay, go through, don't go through. But anyway, you get the idea of what that word means. Tsuu kinshi, very similar word. Anyway. Now, when I was researching this word through the pictures here, I did come across a sign I'd never seen before. Over here. There it is. See that one? Right? It says sudoori kinshi, and then it says ashikaga, which is a town's name. And what, this is kind of interesting. Sudoori means to pass through without stopping. And kinshi means don't. So don't pass through without stopping means stop, means come and stop. And basically it's their advertising campaign to help to get people come to our town and stop and shop and look around, have some fun. So that's their kind of, that's Ashikaga City's advertising campaign. Anyway, let's go back to today's expression, which is a combination of, where'd it go? Yeah. Toori nuke, and kinshi. Let's put these back again. Yeah. There we go. So if we put these together like so, you'll see that this is toori nuke kinshi, which means no passing through. I have not looked this word up actually, but as we just saw, they do sell it. Now, this is the word that we're concentrating on today, and they do sell the signs for it. And I'm curious to see, as I do this live for you here, if, let's see, oh, it's not in the dictionary there. So there it is. It's not actually a dictionary word, but toori nuke, of course, means to go through, and kinshi means don't. So no passing through. Right. So that's it. That's your word. Let's go back to the actual sign. There it is. Toori nuke kinshi. And I hope you learned something. It connects our October 2nd video, and you should at least know the word kinshi because it's everywhere. Even if you can't read kanji, try to remember those two. So this means something's prohibited. When you see that there, those two kanji at the end there, it means something's prohibited, so it means you got to be careful. All right. Anyway, that's your street kanji for today. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you again in the next video. Coming soon. I'm almost caught up. Yay! Thumbs up, please.